Hey everybody, my name is Zach. I'm the leader of this vlog, medical vlog, and today we're going to do medical stuff. So, my story starts way back, and you gotta go way back to 2001, going into 2002. So December 31st, 2001 is when I got my first kidney stones, and I was doing everything wrong that night. It was New Year's Eve. I was doing shots of tequila and chasing it with Pepsi. Everything wrong. That was 2002, and then we actually flew out to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania with a stent in me, and a stent goes in the ureter tube, and it goes up and down, and it creates all sorts of pain. And you bleed a lot. I remember my friends actually, when they get mad at me, they're like, "Oh, dog, go piss some blood." Now, that's 20 years ago. We've matured since then. So, at least some of us have. Anyway, that was 2001 going to 2002, and then I got him again in 2003. That was an ambulance ride. 2004, I was in Denison, Iowa, and that was an ambulance ride all the way back here to the University of Iowa. And Dr. Winfield did it, and he's since retired, and that's where I met Nicole, who's been my kidney stone doctor ever since. So that was like 2004, so it's been like 21 years since I've known her. Wow, it doesn't seem like that long. Anyway, I just saw her last month, 2 months ago. She's very bubbly, very energetic, very, very, very kind, very sweet. She's a delight. So then in 2006, when I first started complaining about bladder pain, 2007, I had hernia surgery done here at University of Iowa, and Dr. Ski did it. She was amazing. In 2007, 2009, I had my horseback riding at Yellowstone, which we spent 15 hours on a horse, going way up into the mountains where the public doesn't get to go. And I had pain in my thighs for a week, and then it seemed to go to my pelvic floor, and it hasn't been the same since. In 2011, I had another kidney stone surgery here, and they decided to let it go. They decided not to put a stent in right away, and yeah, the pain got so bad that morphine wouldn't even touch it. So that was 2011, and then I switched doctors to Dr. Takis here, and she did a variety of tests, and I said I could not. One of the tests is I could not empty my bladder at all. So that led to chronic pain, and then Dr. Volsett comes in and she removes a lot of kidney stones. She does nerve blocks. She's actually put lines in my prostate with a laser. Yeah, everything. So right now it's just like we're in a holding pattern with physical therapy and the bladder treatments, and of course gabapentin. So it is very, very, it's just an ongoing process. It just seems to never end. It's just like one thing it's not one thing, it's another. And then, my personal life, I want to go watch Caitlin Clark play, and I want to go to Cubs games, and so I do all that, but it's just at the same time, I gotta take my seat cushion with me. I can't sit for very long. I can't stand for very long. I can't walk for very long. It sucks. I want my handicap sticker back. Dang it. They took my handicap sticker away. I have a phone call this week with the lady from the Cleveland Clinic. So that surgery would take 8 to 12 months to recover. That's major surgery. So that's not like a minor nerve block. It's major, major surgery. Dr. Volsett knows how to do it, but they don't have the right equipment here, so I have to go to Cleveland to do it. And Eva looked up pricing, and it was like $400 a ticket, so $800 round trip for both of us, which she says isn't bad. But I'm not going out there just to do a checkup. Or to get seen. I'm going out there for just the surgery only, and that would be it. So hopefully we get that all resolved. Because I can't keep doing it. She can't keep doing it on nerve block. She just can't keep doing it. So I'm hoping to get this all sorted out. The bladder treatments I get every other week, and it might be ongoing. So we'll see. It's every other week right now, and right now it's just ongoing. It's not. I don't have any plans to stop. So I had a different nurse than I had the last couple of times, which has been nice. It's variety is the spice of life. All the nurses here are super cool. They're super chill. They have a different way of doing things, but it's usually the same. By 20 minutes, I'm ready to go. So, chronic pain can take its toll on you. It really can. It's an ongoing process. Day in and day out, you struggle. It's really important to have a partner who understands all that. And I'm lucky I have Eva. Other people don't. So I'm lucky. She has autism as well, but it's very well controlled. Very well controlled. So mine is not very well controlled. But anyway, that's just me. Who cares about? Yeah, we'll see. I'm upbeat about getting everything solved, but I'm not. They told me when they did pain shots that this is probably going to last me the rest of my life, and it's just, you just got to manage it. And I have the tools to manage it better. Distractions are a major thing. Partners, that's a major thing. Church, believing in God, handing it over to God. Some of you, this doesn't make sense. You basically hand over your pain to God, and it does work. I'm telling you, it does work. 100% it does work. I am a devout Catholic, so it's Eva, my partner, the little Latina girl. She is very devout Catholic. Her family is devout Catholics. She was baptized. She was did the first communion. She was confirmed just like me. Both of us are students of Catholic social teachings, even though we don't believe it. Well, everything the Catholic Church teaches us, but most of it we definitely believe in the death penalty. There are some people that are, how did the guy say it in Jigsaw, unworthy of the life in which they have been given. So we'll take up with that. Last thing, so next time I'm going to touch on Sharon Tate. I'm going to bring the book Restless Souls with me and read from there. Sharon Tate is a part of me, and then next time I go to California, I'm going to I'm going to cut my hand and basically drop the blood into her side of the grave, because her mother's on the other side and her sister's at her feet. So it's like a blood bond. It's a connection. Some people may think it's weird, but I don't. I think it just drives more in the connection. So the last thing I want to touch on is the charismatic voice has been awesome. She's fantastic. She just had her baby, and I forgot what they named it. Oh my gosh, it's something that's to my brain. My memory sucks. My memory sucks. Anyway, needless to say, they had their baby. She's going to be out for a while. They are on maternity. She focuses on her family. That's what she should be doing. And then we switch over to Popcorn Event. Cassie and Eva and I have been watching her nonstop. And pretty much the only ones we skipped is Willow and 12 Monkeys, I think. We're keeping track. So I think that those are the only two that we skipped in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. I think there are a little group, like less than 10%, maybe less than 5% are incels who go in there and they just like, they hate women. And they want, I don't know why they do this, but apparently it's, they want them people to suffer like they've suffered. I don't know why he would do this. It doesn't really make any logical sense to me, but a small percentage, like I said, less than 5%. And then another 5% are just trolls who love to pick you, like poking a bear with a stick. The best way, and I came up with this by myself, is the best way to do it is when somebody says something you don't like, say, thank you for your feedback. I appreciate hearing from you, and peace be with you. And that's all you can say. That's all you should say. Somebody says something you don't like, just say peace be with you. And sometimes it'll probably make their day. You know, you never know. But it's what? 10:20, 9:20 Mountain Time. It's AM, not PM. So, yeah, in 2 weeks I will have Restless Souls with me, and I will be reading from that. I will reread the eulogy that was given at Sharon Tate's funeral. We'll see you in 2 weeks. I think I will be here. I think they're gonna do I think it'll be with Emmy. She's gonna do a pre-surgical evaluation. So I will see you all then. All right.